Tudor Games and Electric Football presents Playbook Illustrated with your host, Coach Kenshin. All right, coaches, let's get started. Players and people on and around the field have to meet requirements during a game. Those requirements and how to conduct themselves is covered by Rule 12 and 13. This establishes personnel and location of all things related to ensuring unfettered gameplay and what actions to take when not in compliance. Players are to meet specifications from inspection until the remainder of the game. Repairs and base changes during the game are not allowed. Should a player for any reason fail to meet specifications during play, the player is disqualified. Team players and equipment are required to be in the bench areas. This area is two 50 by 15 yard scaled areas. One area is along the sidelines, and the other is behind the end zone the offense is defending. If there is a center field logo, the home team's bench area is below the logo. Only coaches and players with their equipment are allowed in this area. The restricted area is the table or platform large enough to support the field and bench areas. On this table, the clock and officials place items needed to officiate the game. The goalposts, if removed, are there for quick access. Only coaches, players, and officials are allowed in this area. Bench credentials are for access to the restricted area of the game. Bench credentials are given to assistants of coaches and referee. Restricted area credentials can be provided to press and media personnel. The non-bench area is a 15 by 15 foot perimeter around the restricted area. Only coaches, players, officials, and bench credential personnel allowed in this area. Non-bench credentials can be provided to press, media, and a special guest of the coach only. Any credential personnel must be located as not to interfere with the game. The movement of personnel and placement of equipment within the bench area, restricted area, and non-bench area must not interfere with the game. Any person can have their credentials revoked by any official during the game. Playbook Illustrated is brought to you by Tudor Games and the Friends of the Miniature Football Coaches Association. Meet one of them at www.electricfootball.com. All right, coaches, that's a wrap.